Okay, I think it's on Facebook Live now. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Hello. I'm doing this through Zoom because if anybody hasn't, for some reason, I have a new laptop, but I couldn't do it on my old laptop. I can't stream live from my laptop because it keeps telling me my camera's not connected, and I have no idea how to do that. I used to be able to stream live on my laptop, and then all of a sudden, I don't know what went wrong. If anybody can help me, please let me know. If you live stream from your Mac Air, contact me. I would love to just have a little chat. Maybe you can let me know how to do it because it's so frustrating. So I have to go through Zoom every time. And if you're watching on YouTube and you're watching the replay of this, sorry, I'm taking time with this. I'm doing this live on Facebook to begin with. And right now I'm doing it on my personal profile, and I'm also going to share it into my free Facebook group for women over 40, women creating healthy lives, over 45 actually. And why I don't just do in my group now like I used to is because Facebook has changed things so much that people who are in the groups don't see those posts. There's very, very small group reach now. So that's why I'm also on my personal profile, as well as introducing myself to new people. So of course you can feel free to share this. And I will introduce myself in a minute. Hey. Oh, I shared it here. Well, she's sorry. Okay, let's just, I didn't mean to do that. I shared it, my personal page again. Anyways, oh well, so it's twice on here. Oh, maybe I did. Oh God, sorry guys. So if you're watching the replay, just fast forward. Just fast forward. Oh, there we go. No, it's in my group. Okay, perfect. Okay, well, this every Monday I want to come on and do a Q&A, but I didn't give people much notice, and I haven't done this for a while. So just to note that every Monday I will be doing a Q&A. So what I do is my name is Diana, as you can see, and I have helped women go through the midlife change for years and beyond, perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause. I now mainly work with most women who are menopause, postmenopause, but I do work privately. So for my, if you want to have one-on-one coaching, if you're in perimenopause, I will still do that because I really, really help you bring your body back into better balance naturally with nutrition, stress reduction, supplements, super powder, superfoods, and your mindset, which is a huge part of it. It can be a really frustrating time. It can be really hard. Your doctor doesn't know because they don't learn what to do. So don't expect them to know, but do get checked out. Just make sure your health is okay. And so there wasn't a lot of help for women going through this phase, especially when I went through it. And so I studied, I researched, I've been a personal trainer, a yoga instructor, raw food chef. Really, I love healthy food, putting together healthy recipes. I am not all raw now, and I'm not even all vegan, but I help you no matter how you eat, because it's really important to do what's right for your body. So I help women really learn what is right for their body, the way of eating. I can also do exercise. So because it has to change in this phase of life. If you are 45 and over, even 40 and over, your body has changed. It will keep changing. And those great changes you have to take into consideration with your food and exercise, because what used to work doesn't work anymore. It won't work anymore and you will notice you'll start to gain weight and the belly fat, and clothes will fit you differently. And then you start to lose so much muscle fast from the age of 50 on that it's crazy. And when we start to lose muscle, of course, our metabolism slows. We seem to get lumpy because we put on more fat. And so the shape of our body changes. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of emotional stuff that goes on for midlife women. And, oh yeah, in my group, I should do that. A lot of emotional stuff, and also all the physical stuff. So really it's a very confusing and hard time for many people. And that's why I started helping women, because I'm like, oh, I went through it and I really did so many incredible, cool things to help myself. And I lost weight at that time, and went down to a weight I was in my 20s when I was about 48 or so. So I kind of blew the whole thing off as, they say like I read that you would gain 12 to 20 pounds in perimenopause. And that's just kind of the way it is as you go through menopause. And I thought there's no way that's going to happen to me. Like it's not going to happen. And when I began gaining weight, I was like, well, I'm not going to continue. Like I'm not going to, because I'm very short, very tiny person. I'm only 5'2". And I'm very like slim usually. And so going through that phase of life, it was just really weird for me to all of a sudden put on the belly fat and all of a sudden have like a muffin top and my clothes are fitting different and I'm not feeling good, all this stuff. So I did a lot of, I really learned, studied, researched the nutrition, the hormones during this phase of life and how to help women. And so that's what I've done for the last few years. And now I am moving more into, which I always was, empowerment and helping women in midlife really live a healthier, happier life. Like really decide that the way I'm choosing to live the rest of my life, I want to be healthy. I want to love my life. I want to feel good about my life. I want to do things that bring me joy. I want to have time for me, whatever that is for you, right? Because when you're in your 20s, 30s, and even early 40s, often you are busy with hello, whoever's on. Hello. Say hello when you come on. I'd love to know who's here. I don't have my glasses on, but make sure you say hello. And do you have any questions for me? Anything on exercise, eating healthy, mindset, nutrition, hormones, for anything in midlife or beyond? Any questions like that? I am here to answer. I'm also going to talk about my morning practice, but I will also answer any questions you have. So feel free to post them in the comments. And so, yeah, it's really about taking charge of your life now because you are in charge. I realized when I was going through perimenopause, even though I had all the emotional ups and downs and anxiety and kind of depression and felt like I just wanted to be alone and felt like crap and digestive issues and all that. Hi, Trisha. Do you have any questions for me? Post them, or questions or any topic you want me to talk about specifically. Otherwise, I'm just going to talk, right? But go ahead. It was a really hard time for me. And I thought, oh my God, like there's not enough support for women. We don't know all the crazy things that we are going to be going through and that are part of it. How do we know how to handle it? How do we know how to help ourselves? And so that's what I do. But it's also really about taking power of your life and your health, like choosing, right, that I am going to feel better. I'm going to do what it takes to feel better. And having health is a priority, right? I mean, so many people plan for retirement. You plan for a holiday more than you plan being healthy, right? So plan for health as you age. I don't like to say the word age, but as the years go by, we want to live healthy, happy, and feeling good, right? I think everybody does, but you can get into these beliefs that that's not possible, that, oh my God, there's no way I can change my life now because either I'm close to retirement, I can't leave my job, I can't leave my spouse, whatever, right? I don't have enough money. There's nothing I can do. I do too much for everybody else. So all of these things are just your stories that you've told yourself. They're just things that have happened, that has been the way you've been living, but it can change. Remember, you are responsible. You get to change those things. And I'm going to talk a little about how I've changed my life and the morning practices that I choose to do and I've done them no matter if I worked full time and no matter what time I started in the morning. I even started when I was a raw food chef working at a restaurant. I started at 6:30 a.m. and I still did my morning rituals because I'm fully committed to feeling good. I'm fully committed to freedom, right? I'm fully committed to myself because if I'm going to live this life in this world, especially now, you guys, the craziness we've had in the last few years, if you are not committed to your health, I really want to know why not, because that's huge, right? We have seen that we truly need to take responsibility for our health because no one else will. Oh, hi. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. It put me into early menopause. Wow. I drink sage tea to help with the hot flashes, but if you have any other suggestions to hot flashes, oh, okay. I have a video on YouTube, a few. My YouTube is Diana Marchand, and I have videos on hot flashes specifically, but also, so hot flashes can be brought on by stress. Now, they're definitely hormonal issues, but they can be worse by stress. So when I get stressed now, I still get a hot flash. So you can get hot flashes into your 80s. I know women in their 80s that still get hot flashes. Because our hormones are always changing, and our hormones, especially after a certain age, will continue to decrease unless you take bioidentical hormones. Okay, don't take synthetic. But spicy foods, stress, high fatty carby foods, like if you eat a lot of potatoes, or you eat a big meal that's very heavy, like a Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas dinner, that'll definitely bring on a hot flash. Wine will bring a hot flash. Sugar will bring on a hot flash. Spicy foods, stress, alcohol. So all of those things. And the thing to remember, like when I was going through it, I just knew that when I went out for dinner with my boyfriend at that time and we had some wine, I knew I was going to get a hot flash, but I didn't worry about it. I'm like, okay, wear layers, because when I got a hot flash, I wanted to take that, had a couple layers to take off. And when I was driving in my car in the wintertime and I'd get a hot flash and I'd have to hurry and try to take, because it was so hot. So we do get them. And the best thing is not freak out about them, is just to go, this is a natural thing. But you can, Trisha, go to a health food store and get a supplement formulation for hot flashes or for menopause symptoms, perimenopause symptoms. And the bottle will tell you right on it that it helps with hot flashes. So there's chastaberry, there's certain herbs, but if you get the actual formulation for menopause or perimenopause, they have all these wonderful herbs in the capsule together. So then you don't have to buy them all individually. You know what I mean? It's really the best way to do it. They can be called MenoSense or EstroSmart, things like that. So go to a good health food store, say, I'm in perimenopause or menopause, I'm having hot flashes and a few other symptoms. Is there a supplement formulation you can recommend? Absolutely start on that and you will start to feel better. That'll help for sure. Yeah, that'll help. Plus what I said about the foods, definitely. And stress. You will notice that it'll come on with stress. And then you just, like, okay, I'm working on regulating these. And I know that they won't be as bad. Right now, if I get a hot flash, it's more like just a warm flash. It doesn't last and it doesn't bother me. It's very, very mellow. Very mellow and post. That's if you have taken care of your body. And another reason why I help women in this phase and beyond is because when you take care of your body through this phase, especially, and that's what our body's telling us to do, because we are meant to, right? It's like a pregnant woman, you guys. She's going through a lot of hormonal changes and also carrying the baby, and the baby's growing within. She takes prenatal extra nutrition. We need extra nutrition during this phase of life. That means supplements. You need way more minerals, way more minerals. One of the things that I get really discouraged about is that they focus so much on protein. Get so many grams of carbs, so many grams of protein and fat, low carb. But what's important is the micronutrients, the vitamins, the minerals, the essential fatty acids and amino acids, right? That make up the carbohydrates, that make up the proteins, that make up the fat, right? You want to get good fats too, yes, because they help your brain. They also, your glands need good fats to produce hormones. But most of all, your glands need minerals. Same with minerals are high alkaline, which decrease inflammation. So getting enough minerals is very rare. B vitamins, right? B vitamins, because of stress, your body is in more stress in this phase of life. So you really do need to supplement more than you had in the past. And that's why I so love super powders. Good green powders like chlorella, spirulina, moringa, wheatgrass. They have high mineral content and trace minerals that we don't get enough of in our regular food, right? So yeah, and eating really clean and lean, that helps too. But when you do that for your body, you're feeding and fueling the cells. Of course, you're feeding and fueling the glands exactly what they need to help produce the hormones. Okay. And that's so important, right? You want to keep your body healthy. Otherwise, it will stay out of balance. It just makes sense, right? If it's not healthy, it's not going to do what it's supposed to do. And managing stress is a huge part of that. So managing stress, that's why I'm going to talk about my morning rituals. And if you've done any personal development or professional development or anything like that, or followed any really famous person who's really achieved a lot in their life, you have heard them talk about their morning practices, right? Like Anthony Robb, all of them do it. All of them do have powerful morning practices. And I started doing morning practice quite a few years ago because I needed to start my day feeling good. Like it was like, because when you're in perimenopause, when you're moods, it's like being in adolescence. You get thrown off really fast. You're super stressed more. You're over emotional, ups and downs of emotions. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't handle, like, I need to balance my emotions. And so I started learning how to do that. And that's when I started my morning practices. It was like, I need time in the morning to just calm my nervous system, to just come to a nice, grounded, relaxed place before I start my day. Because I'm quite a hyper person. So I can get caught into other people's energy, boom, 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 other people's, when you're at work, right? You get caught up in the stress of that. Hi, let me know who's on. Say hello. And if you have any questions, post them below, you guys. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm talking about my morning practice, but you can ask me anything. That's why I'm here. Okay. So ask me any questions you have. Okay. So I started my morning practice because I needed to manage my emotions, my anxiety when I was going through that phase of life. And so of course people talk about meditation. Well, I was one who had a really hard time meditating. So what I found worked for me was I'd just get up early and I would just go sit on a chair and do some deep breathing, right? Like inhale through my nose, exhale through my mouth. And I would try to not think about a lot of crap, right? Because, in the morning we start thinking about all the things we got to do or what we didn't do or how we're disappointed in this or how we're whatever, right? So getting up in the morning and having that time, even if it's 5 minutes, to just sit, breathe, silence, connect to yourself, focus on your breath, connect to your body. When you are in an anxious, overstressed, whatever way, you're not connected or grounded into your body, you're in your thoughts and your head, but you need to bring yourself back into your body. So you feel how your body feels when you breathe and you're sitting, and then just take those deep breaths. And that's how to regulate your heart. That's how to regulate your nervous system. And then I would want to do something that brought positive energy in. And so that sometimes would be angel cards, oracle cards. I really got into angel cards and oracle cards. And you know what those are. Let me just bring them back. I have so many. I have oracle cards too, but they're in my bedroom. But, like cards like this where you shuffle and you pull a card and the book has meanings, and stuff like that. So I started doing those. And what I found was it was just so nice to shuffle, have my morning coffee and hot lemon water, and read these positive messages for the day. And I began to go, oh my God, I love this so much because it just made me feel so good. Made me feel so good. And I continue to do it to this day. I'm serious. This is 10 years later. I do tarot cards now, but I do. And then I also, let's say, might read a positive book like this. I have one called The Power by Rhonda Byrne, from The Secret. So get a book that has positive affirmations, positive words, thoughts, messages. Some people read the Bible, right? So you want to put in good nourish your soul, nourish your body, nourish your soul, good nourishing energy, words, because words have vibration and frequency. Words are spells. That's where the word spelling comes from. Words have a frequency. So the words we say to ourselves, the words we hear, the words we read, the words we say affect our body at a cellular level. And there's actually proof on this. It's quantum physics. So the words that we allow into our body, into our mind, into our energy are very powerful. So starting your day with beautiful words, with loving words, with positive words, is really amazing. I could not imagine living another way. And so that's why I love doing my oracle cards or my angel cards, or some people read passages from the Bible. Read things that really uplift you, right? That build your faith, trust, and belief in a higher power and yourself. And you can also, I also journal, and some people do affirmations. You can journal statements that you are wanting to come about in your life, or that you are working towards, right? You can also, if you're like, oh, like self-love, I'm choosing to love and nourish my body. I'm choosing to love and speak to myself better every single day. I'm choosing healthy foods so that I feel good, so that my body stays healthy, so that I'm able to do the things in life I want to do. I'm so happy and grateful that I am nourishing, feeding, and taking care of my body in such a good way. Those statements you can write out every day. And what that does is it enforces what you're doing, right? It enforces, wow, this is like the universe, God, source, your body, your cells is like, thank you for choosing to do this for me. And then you're telling yourself over and over again that you are committed to taking care of yourself. And why, right? I love that I take care of myself every day. I love that I have health as a priority. I love that I feed and fuel my body with nourishing foods. I also love that I get to have a brownie or French fries when I want. I love this. My body's so happy. My body feels so good. I'm choosing to take the best care of myself. So that is another way you can do journaling. And I tell you, after doing that for 5 to 10 minutes, your mood is going to be so good. You're going to be like, oh, wow, I feel so powerful, right? If you want to work on changing a belief, like a lot of people I do, limiting beliefs about money. I was raised in a certain way where, it's like money is, other people can make money, but we can't really make money, or it's super, super, super hard to make good money. It's really not possible and all this stuff. So I have a lot of limiting beliefs, like a lot of people. So it's like we get to, I now choose to believe. I am now choosing to believe. I'm now choosing to believe that I have a lot of gifts I can share with the world, and I can make money to support myself in an abundant way. I am now choosing to believe, right? So if you're looking also for a spouse or a relationship, even a new house, I know and choose to believe that there's a beautiful, perfect house out there waiting for me. I'm so happy and grateful that I will find this house, and it'll be priced perfectly, and the sale will go smoothly. Those are things you can write, right? Because our mind wants to go more to the negative often. And especially when we're talking to other people, it tends to happen. So it's so great that we start our day with just an influx of these positive messages, positive messages, positive messages. And every day, the more you do that, it'll make a huge difference in your life. Huge difference. Does anybody have any questions about that? Oh, I'm going to look at my other page. I better look at my other page. Anybody have any questions about anything? The morning practice is a fantastic thing. And I'm just going to give you a, hi, Jen, I see you were on. Hi. There's a book, if anybody's interested in the book, it's called Miracle Morning, and it's by, oh, I forget his name. I haven't read the book. I have seen his interviews. Well, I haven't read the book. I'd be interested in it, but I already do my morning, and I have done it for so many years. But it's a great book if someone wants real guidance on starting their morning rituals. So I have set up 4 things. He does 6. this is what I would suggest to each person for a morning ritual, right? So number one would be silence, some type of breathing, like I talked about, meditation, right? And then number two, affirmations, like I talked about, journaling. Like you can journal in any, and I'm going to include this in a program I'm going to have. So I will be doing a program where we're going to do clean eating, plus you're going to really work on starting your morning in a really healthy, grounded, positive way and overcoming some mindset things and that. And number three, we have visualizing. Here's another one I'm going to talk about. Getting into the feeling. And then number four is reading or doing oracle cards, angel cards. It doesn't have to be in this order. These are just four things. So silence, breathing, just connecting to yourself, calming your nervous system, allowing yourself to sink into your body, feel grounded, feel nice and at peace. Beautiful. Then the affirmations are journaling if you want. Now, what did I put for number four? Reading. Yeah, okay. You can either do the reading and oracle cards before you do the journaling, totally fine, doesn't matter. Affirmations and scripting or journaling, it's just, there's many ways to do journaling. So you can pick a way, especially that works for you, right? Because everybody's different. And then the visualization is working on. So if you want to create something, if you want to improve your relationship with your spouse, if you want to improve your relationships with your kids, if you want to find a new job, if you want to quit your job and pursue a passion, if you want to manifest money, whatever, you want to take a little bit of time, even if it's just 5 minutes, and to visualize, like to just be still and close your eyes and feel what it would feel like to have that in that right now, right? Oh, I can imagine this happening. I can feel myself. I can see what I would be doing. I can see where I'd be living, whatever. And that is just a part of like making it more of a reality to you. So it's impressing it on your subconscious mind with your conscious mind. And then again is focus on what we want, what we love, what feels good. That's how you want to live your life. You don't have to make these huge, drastic changes to start to feel really good and to make changes, right? You can start to enjoy your days more, feel more joy during the day, feel more peace during the day, feel less stress, feel happier, right? Be in the state of more joy just by starting to do some of these practices. It doesn't mean you have to leave your relationship, quit your job. You know, if you're unhappy in certain situations, sometimes it can feel like there's nothing I can do. I have to stay in this right now. And it doesn't feel good when we feel helpless like that. So that's why I say such a big thing you can do is start to make these changes. Start feeling yourself making the changes, right? Feeling what it would feel like if you did live that life you loved and knowing that you can. And it's by doing these little changes, right? Starting to impress these things on your subconscious mind consciously, right? We need to be more conscious of our day because otherwise everybody else will take control of it. The energy of other people will get into us and be like, oh my God, you know, I feel so stressed. What a crazy day. That's often not because of you. It's because of all that's going on around you. And then if you happen to be around negative people at your work environment or out while you're out, that can affect how you feel, right? So often we let other people's stuff take over our life and we feel like we're out of control of our life. But that's because you never took control of your life, right? You really need to take charge of your life. You need to take charge of your life and begin to do things that create different feelings within yourself, because you are responsible for how you feel, how you act, and the circumstances that are in your life, right? But it can happen so fast and it can be so simple because You just have to start doing some of these practices that I spoke about, or find ones that work really good for you. Going for a walk in nature could also take the place of the silence or meditation. So on a beautiful summer day, to just go out into nature without a friend, just by yourself or a dog, and look at the abundance all around you, right? Like sense all the beautiful abundance all around you. Be fully present in the moment. So we usually go through our days not being fully present. And so we feel like, oh, the day flew by. I've had no time for me. And you don't even feel like every day becomes the same. You're just surviving. You're certainly not thriving. And you're living in this crazy life, right? It does not have to be that way. That's just what a lot of other people do. And that's the way we were raised. And that's all you have known up until now, but you get to make the changes now. And that's why I wanted to do this video. I'm so passionate about this. It's time, and I believe it's time for women in midlife, if they haven't, if they're in that point of like, I'm not feeling my best, my body's changing, everything's changing, I'm not too happy, I'm not feeling that fulfilled. You know, you may have a great husband, you may have fantastic kids, you may live in a beautiful house, but there may feel like there's something missing, or like life is passing you by so fast. And you're not fully, you know that you're not being present for it, and you're not really enjoying it, or not enough. And so that's why it's so important to start something like this, these practices, and bring them into your day, bring them into your evening, you know, and making that time for yourself to fully be present with yourself, to feel some of the uncomfortable feelings that go with this too. We avoid being with ourselves sometimes because then we'd have to face some of the things we're not happy with, or that make us feel very uncomfortable, our emotions, right? If I'm just by myself, I'm going to feel sad. If I'm just by myself, I'm going to start thinking of all the things I'm ashamed of or guilty for, you know, feel guilty about. And that doesn't feel good. And so we kind of want to avoid that, but that will only make things worse. Only make things worse. So do not beat yourself up, no matter where you are in life, no matter what you're faced with, no matter what's going on. You can start to make changes and feel so much better. And I have I have different ways to work one-on-one with me. There's 3 months, 6 weeks, 21 days. You can get just one session with me if you want. So reach out, because we really work on the full body, mind, and spirit, because that's really what it takes to bring your body back into better balance. And it doesn't matter if you're perimenopause, menopause, or postmenopause, right? We work on all of it because you are a whole person. It doesn't matter. And really, for the food part, it's about eating in a way that is right for you. No two women are the same. It doesn't matter if you eat meat, if you don't eat meat, whatever, right? That's what's important, is we find what works for you to decrease inflammation, give you more energy, help your body to release the weight if that's one of your goals, right? But really, it's about health. It's about health and balance, like feeling better within your body feeling better and working better for you, so that you are healthy and you will remain and stay healthy, right? Because that's what's so important. That is part of, I mean, health equals freedom to me. Freedom equals health. And so for me, the most important thing is my freedom and my health, because that's truly where I get to live and experience life in a way that feels good to me. Okay. I know positively that you do not have to live a life of chaos and stress and unhappiness and unfulfillment. And yeah, no, not at all. I can guarantee you, you do not. I've helped so many women, and I myself, through all circumstances of life, have worked through the things that I have worked through and overcome, and built the life I have now very intentionally, because I'm choosing how I want to live. I'm choosing, and you get to too, no matter what your situation. So reach out to me. You can message me on Facebook Messenger. We can have a call if you want one-on-one, or find out about coaching or whatever. And no obligation, no at all. I don't want to work with anybody who doesn't want to work with me. That would be silly. I'm not going to force you. So you can find out how I work, how it goes, what the prices are. I have I have prices for everybody, of course, because I have all different types of sessions, right? And I'm thinking of doing my next program is, thank you. Is Jen on there? Oh, you're on here too, Jen. My personal and women creating. No, I'm showing. I gotta put my glasses on so I can see. Anybody have any questions? I think there's only, who's on? I can't see what you shared since it says the content is unavailable. Oh, hi, Robin. It is probably on my personal profile, Diana Marchand. Bobby, Robin or Bobby? You can see my video though, right, Bobby and Robin? Sorry, I just saw that. I'm writing out those things. I will put them in Women Creating Healthy Lives. The 4 things for the morning practice. That's all I shared, and I'll put them in. So I'm on my personal page first. There we go. I put them in a comment in Women Creating Healthy Lives. So that's what I was talking about for the morning practice. That's all I was writing out. But definitely watch from the beginning if you missed the beginning, because I go through it all there. Does anybody have any questions? You can ask me about exercise, food, hormones, supplements, anything like that. I would just wait a minute. And thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video. I truly appreciate you. And I do plan to come on every Monday. I might change it to 4:30, 4:30 or 5 o'clock. And of course, I am live other times too, spontaneously. And my YouTube is, oh yeah, Jen, you've done amazing. Jen, who's on my personal, commenting on my personal profile video. How many pounds have you lost now, Jen? She's lost 60 pounds or so. She looks amazing. And it's up 70 pounds. Oh my God, Jen, that's incredible. That's nuts, man. You're just a whole different person. You lost a person there. That's a lot. Yeah. And you know what, you guys? Jen can contest. The food part is very easy. The food part is very easy. Yes, there's a lot of conflicting information out there, and that's why women get very confused about it and don't, is because there's so much conflicting information out there. It's not hard. It's just you get people. I could go on and on about that, but oh my goodness, people confuse it too much, and it's really about what works for you, and it's pretty simple. Reversed insulin resistance, that makes a huge difference, because if you have insulin resistance, you have that belly and it's hard to lose weight. Yes. And your thyroid, she's helped her thyroid. She was on thyroid medication and her thyroid's improved, which is thyroid, very, very common to get thyroid problems, adrenal problems when you are in perimenopause. Menopause, very, very, very common. Even if your doctor doesn't diagnose you, you could have symptoms of thyroid issues and not even really know what is going on. But bringing your body back into better balance naturally with food, nutrition, stress reduction, and all that is exactly what will help also. Because again, you're getting your body to function better by taking better care of yourself, right? Absolutely. So if you're just popping on, I did a great video today so far. Oh, that's so good, Jen. Wow. Autoimmune disease, first time in a decade that my numbers were in the green. That's wonderful. Well, now Jen does also a lot of work on herself. So again, when you choose to take responsibility for your health, for your life, to change your life in a way that is good and fits you and feels good to you, and you take time for you, That's when things really change. So it is really important to do things for you, right? To really decide that, you know what, I'm going to make health my priority. I'm going to do things the best I can do right now to take care of me, wherever you are at, right? That doesn't mean you need 2 hours a day at all. So the morning practice I spoke about, I figured that if someone only had 30 minutes, and believe me, you guys, you can take 30 minutes to change your day from stress, panic, to beautiful, intentional, positive, calming. It's worth it. 5 minutes in your silent meditation breathing, you can do even less. 10 minutes to do like your affirmations or a bit of journaling. 5 minutes visualizing, how you want to create your life or how you want to live your life, that type of thing. And another 10 minutes reading, beautiful passages from a book or reading something really positive, bringing in the positive things. So that's just 30 minutes, right? We can all do 30 minutes. And if you only have 10, well, you do the silent, do a bit of connecting to your body for 2 minutes, breathing, and then you can do affirmations, journaling, things like that, and doing a little bit of reading and take 15 minutes, right? And then work up to 30 minutes. It is worth it. It is worth it. It is worth it. And of course, you want to work on your nutrition too. Absolutely. Oh, you're so welcome, Trish. Yes, Trisha. Yes, I will close off this video if there's no more questions. And yes, anybody, if you wish to check out how I can work personally with you, then let me know and we will have a talk. No obligation. I'm here to help you in any way I can. So let me know if you have any topic suggestions or questions you would like me to answer in my next video. All right. Have an absolutely amazing night. Thank you so much for showing up live. I appreciate you so much and have a great night.